Are you looking to buy a house but worried about that hefty monthly payment? Wondering if living in mom's basement is the only way to live rent-free? Well, look no further, because today I'm going to be showing you guys how to buy a house and have no monthly payment and even potentially get paid to live there. What's up, you guys? It's your friendly neighborhood realtor, Trevor Wineland here, and today we're going to be discussing house hacking, what it is, why it's so powerful, and as always, how you can do it yourself. Let's go. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Give me a like, hit the notification bell. I really appreciate it, guys. Without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, you guys, so what is house hacking? So house hacking is basically where you buy a home, more specifically a multi-unit home, and you live in one of the units, and then you rent out the other units so you can live for free or even potentially make cash flow off living there. And today we're going to be giving specific examples on how to do it, what a good model of house hacking would look like, and why it's so good and such a good decision for you guys to do if you're looking to purchase your first property. All right, you guys, so why is house hacking so powerful? Well, there's a couple different things that make it so unique and such a good idea for you to do. So let me just draw out an example so you guys get a better idea of what this looks like and how it works. So let's just say that's a house. I'm obviously not an artist, but let's just say this is a duplex. Because in house hacking, typically it has to be a multi-unit. Obviously, there's some situations where, you could have a single family home with some sort of, garage apartment or some sort of garage unit you can rent out. But typically, guys, you're going to want to get something like a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex so you can rent those other units out to cover your monthly payment. So let's say we got this duplex right here. A duplex, I mean, that's really simple for a first-time home buyer and a first-time landlord to get into, because all you have to worry about is this other unit here. In my opinion, the more doors you can get in a property, the better, typically. But, you don't want to get in over your head, but typically I would recommend a duplex. But if you feel a little more confident in what you're doing, I would recommend going with a fourplex or a triplex, just so you can get more units in one building and have the higher potential for cash flow. But in this example, we're just going to talk about a duplex, a pretty standard house hacking deal here. So let's say we got a duplex for $200,000 here. Okay. And a big thing I want to mention with house hacking is, if you're a first-time home buyer, you can actually use an FHA loan, and this is a huge part of house hacking, guys. I mean, so you can actually use an FHA loan on multi-family properties, 1 to 4 units, and you only have to put 3.5% down. So on this $200,000 duplex, so you got 2 units you can control, you can get that for, let's say $200,000. You're only gonna have to put 3.5% down. So that's only $7,000. You only have to put down $7,000 and you get to own this duplex. Typically, if it's not your first home or if it's some sort of commercial property, you're gonna have to put 20% down to actually own this property. And that's gonna be more like, 40 grand or so. And that's a lot less manageable, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. So that's why this is great if you can use an FHA loan, because you only have to put down 3.5%. I mean, that's a lot of people can come up with that pretty easily. And I'm going to show you guys how this works, and you'll understand why it's so awesome. So you only have to put 3.5% down, and then you get to control these 2 units. Okay, so let's say your monthly mortgage is going to be $1,200, because that's probably what it's going to be around. $1,100, $1,200, somewhere around there. So let's say your monthly mortgage payment is $1,200 for this duplex here. This is 2 doors, 2 units. Okay, I'll put little doors on there for you. So, typically if you just had a single family home, you would just be paying for your 1 unit, your 1 house, and coming up with that monthly mortgage payment every month. And it's going to come straight out of your income. Well, with something like a duplex, okay, your monthly mortgage payment's $1,200, But I can live in this side right here, live in half of the house on the duplex, and then I can rent out the other side for 1200. So basically what that does, guys, is that covers your monthly payment. So in this example here, you could literally come up with the 7 grand, move into this duplex, and then rent out one side of the duplex for 1200. You can live in the other unit and it'll clear. I mean, you're living for rent free, basically, essentially. And this is just a pretty standard deal, guys. There's plenty of deals, especially if you start getting into triplexes and fourplexes where you could live in one unit and rent the other units out for 800, 900, and you're going to be making money at the end of the month. I highly encourage you guys watch my other video, why real estate investing is so powerful. But basically in this example, this is a very basic example. You're living for free and somebody's going to be paying your mortgage down for you. So you're going to be getting that debt service, and this house is going to keep going up in value, and you're going to get tax benefits for owning this. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really, in my opinion, if you're a first-time home buyer and you're looking to be smart with your money. So yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long for you guys. As always, I like to keep it really simple, really digestible for you guys so you can actually apply it for yourself. But I mean, this is basically the bread and butter of it. I mean, it's you get a duplex, you get a triplex or a fourplex, you use an FHA loan. I mean, you don't have to, but like I said, if you don't use an FHA loan, this is considered an investment property if it's multi-unit. So you'd have to come up with at least 15% down, but more typically 20% down. And then you're going to have a hefty mortgage payment because it's a commercial loan. The amortization schedule is different. It's not nearly as ideal, especially if it's your first home, if you go with an FHA. So I'd highly encourage you guys to use FHA. Typically, it depends on your situation, right? Like with anything, but with FHA, you only have to put 3.5% down, and then you can control, multiple units. You could do some. I've seen examples as crazy as, a $400,000 fourplex, and they put 3.5% down, which is like 14 grand or whatever, and they rent out all the other units, and you're going to definitely be making cash flow. So I mean, this is a very basic example. You can find this sort of deal with these kind of numbers. That's not that hard to come by. But you get a fourplex, a triplex, and you can rent out multiple other units as well as live in one unit. I mean, man, you're gonna be setting yourself up really well. So, and especially when you're ready to move out of that property and then just buy a typical single family, you're gonna be able to keep that as an investment property. You're gonna be able to make debt service, cash flow, appreciation, the tax benefits. I mean, it's really a great idea, guys, if you're looking to buy your first home. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up for today, guys. It's a quick video, but I thought I mean, there's not really a whole lot to go into with house hacking. It's a pretty basic, simple idea. And unfortunately, not a lot of people do it. And you're missing out, in my opinion, if you're not doing this for your first home. So, like I said, guys, it really breaks down as simply as you buy a duplex, triplex, fourplex. You can live in one unit. All you have to come up with is that initial down payment, and then the other tenants that are going to live in the other units are going to be able to cover that mortgage payment for you, so you don't have out-of-pocket expense every month. All you have is that initial investment. And obviously, stuff can break in the other units. That's typical, right? But really, all you got to do is come up with that initial down payment, and then you're skating for free. I mean, it's really as simple as that. So I hope you guys got some good value out of this video. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.